Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's me, Narrator. How you doing? And today we're reacting to, well, I don't really know the politically correct term to say, but I mean, hey, it's Pride Month. So out of all the branches, we're reacting to the Navy. Hey, don't get me wrong, though. We joke a lot, all right? We'll play some jokes and some puns and whatever. I will say, however, the Navy knows how to party. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. You all seem to be liking the other ones. I thought I did most of them. I looked back on the channel. Turns out there was a lot of them I didn't do yet. So, Navy time. This is not a drill. zzzero version 2.0 drops June 6th, and it's bringing the heat. Meet Yixuan, the newest S-rank agent, a master of rupture and ranged combat. She's cool, calculated, and powerful enough to rival the Void Hunters themselves. Do you think you're ready to train under her? Explore the stunning new Wi-Fi Peninsula, a vibrant Chinatown-inspired district, boasting with handcrafted markets, Taoist temples, and tea house. Anyway, then dive into a brand new story arc, where the Pantheon siblings head to Yunkui Summit to become disciples under Yixuan herself, and meet a whole new crew of unforgettable characters. Pre-register right now to get yourself 320 polychrome, instant level up materials, and an exclusive title, all before you even log in. Get in on this launch celebration and claim massive free rewards. A free S-rank agent, 30 limited pulls, a protagonist skin, and more. But are you a new player? Because if you are, you're getting up to 180 free pulls and instant level 40 upgrades. Plus, zzzero is now on Xbox, which is awesome. Play free starting June 6th and grab your exclusive in-game title. Don't miss it. Pre-register now and join in on the chaos. Now back to the video. Are you all ready to watch some seamen? I am. Alright, here we go. What we got?
Get off my deck now! Get off my deck now!
Well, that's not a deck. That's a floor. You're inside. There's no deck. I'm just not. Come on, you don't. Anyway. Damn it. Let's go.
1, 2, 3. 19 Master Chief. 1, 2.
What? They call him Master Chief? Okay. That's the face of somebody. This face right this face right here is. They promised me a Corvette. I mean, they promised me like this a lot of money. You know, I don't know what I'm doing here. Now I'm on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Now what do I do? All right. Anyway, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
This division of U.S. Navy recruits is in week 3 of their 10-week boot camp.
Get him up, Holcomb. It's supposed to hurt. Down.
They're enduring what's known as an intensive training exercise, or ITE session.
Y'all got sessions? Do they have them broken down for you? Like, oh shit, it's 1400. Time for ITE. Everybody line up. You got timed exercises? I'm sorry. I need to stop.
They're enduring what's known as an intensive training exercise, or ITE session.
All right.
Get there.
It lasts for about 40 minutes without a break.
I'm sorry, man. The way he said that. Push-ups. Get there. He sounded so unserious. He sounded so unserious. It lasts for about 40 minutes without a break. So it is time. All right. Okay, cool.
Opposition. I told you yesterday I was going to get mine. Y'all been pissing me off for a week. Between not working together, thinking it's a joke, and it's not. You arguing, not wanting to step up to lead. You either lead or you follow. That's simple.
Okay.
Stop with this individuality and work as a team.
It takes everyone a little bit, I think, to realize the big message. We are one family, we are one team. There are no more individuals.
Brother, when I say that for us, right, we had 16 weeks full of our basic training, right? You had your normal basic training, 10 weeks, then you had 6 weeks AIT, advanced individual training, whatever. When I say motherfuckers would, even on week 12 to 13, still not understand the rule of, hey, we are outside. We are about to go to the chow hall to eat. We are starving. We were smoked for the last fucking 2 hours. All you have to do is stand in a spot and not talk. That's it. You just had to stand there and don't do stupid shit. And you would still, after 12 to 13 fucking weeks, you would still have people going like this.
Man, where the f are the drill sergeants? I'm hungry. We gotta go. I wanna eat. Blah, blah, blah.
And I'm literally just like... And then sure enough, here come the drill sergeants walking out. The very first thing they see is not the entire amount of individuals all lined up in what we're supposed to be. No, it's that one motherfucker that's going like this. And just moving and talking. And then we all of a sudden hear,
half right face, front leaning rest position move, start doing push-ups, beat the earth.
now you're stuck here. Oh, you're hungry? Oh, the chow hall's closing soon? That sucks. And now, even though you already had to eat your food from the chow hall pretty fast, well, now it's gonna take a little bit more time to get there, which means it may not be open, or it might be closing soon, so now you have to eat even faster. Yeah. Some people are stupid. I did, however, actually get to meet my senior drill sergeant later down my career, about 3 years in Germany. He got stationed at the same base that I did in Germany, which is awesome. It was the funniest thing to watch a E-Fuzzy, so brand new, probably like first couple weeks at this base, and he has to sit there on duty in a little cubicle. With Sergeant First Class. No, just E-Fuzzy hanging out with Sergeant First Class, going like, oh, dude, I can't get on his bad side. Oh, Shaggy, just do what he tells you. Everything will be fine. There's a chill gig. Then you just see a specialist, little E4, freaking walk up the door and go, okay, here. Oh, shit. And then watch him look up at me and go, oh, shit. And then we dab each other. The look on the private's face was just, I don't know what to do. It was really cool though. It was really cool.
IT is not fun. It's to help you remember what you did wrong so that you don't do it again.
We have enough? Yes, sir. No, the we have it.
Look at this dude.
This is
Do I gotta say it? Do I gotta say it? Run that back one more time.
this.
Did you see it? Motherfucker speed walking. Motherfucker is speed walking. The man on the far left. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Is Navy boot camp.
Hell yeah.
Every year, more than 40,000 recruits graduate before becoming sailors and officially joining the fleet.
I'm sorry, bro. They just look like napkins. I'm sorry. The sailor outfits just remind me of napkins, bro. I'm sorry.
Graduate before becoming
like that shit's cold. That's just cool. I love the pattern, right? Cool. I don't know about the recruit hats, but I mean, whatever.
sailors and officially joining the
All right.
fleet.
All right.
It happens here at Recruit Training Command Great Lakes, located about 35 miles
No
north
shit.
of Chicago. RTC Great Lakes is
Really?
the only
In
boot
Michigan?
camp
No
for
way.
enlisted U.S. Navy sailors.
Who's going to a submarine? Yeah.
Holy shit.
Why? More money? More money? Absolutely, 100%.
Hey. 100%? Why do you want to work in a submarine? Money. If you don't know, I'm deathly afraid of the ocean. Like, I'll swim in it. I'll be in it. Totally fine. I'm okay. When the water turns dark and you can't see anything, nah. We know more about space than we do the ocean. I don't really know what's in there. And the stuff that we do know lives in there, I don't want to f with. And apparently an older video, Nico decided to say if one video gets over 1 million views, we would go and do shit with sharks. I completely forgot about it. And now everybody on Instagram, Twitter, past YouTube videos is all like, hey, guess what happened? Tee-hee. I don't want to be the asshole that's like, okay, well, thanks for the views then. So now I have to find out how I'm gonna do that. If I'm gonna go in a tank and see a shark, I mean, I'm gonna vlog the thing, 100%. But yeah, no. And then you want to put me on a boat? No. Then you want to take that fear and then actually put me in the ocean inside a tighter, cramped boat. You better pay me some more money.
Yeah. Why?
More money?
More money? Absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
Base pay for enlisted sailors is about $22,000 a year. Sailors commit to actively serve for at least 4 to 6 years.
Jesus Christ. Wait, 4 to 6 years, $22,000 a year. How much did I make? It wasn't much. Hold on. How much does a specialist in the U.S. Army make a year? Ooh, what the? That's not what I was being paid. A specialist E4 in the U.S. Army typically makes an average of $51,000 per year. Translates to about $4,300 a month. Since when? Huh? You mean to tell me that I would get paid less to also be on a boat? Nah.
Sailors commit to actively serve for at least 4 to 6 years, depending on their specialty or rate.
There is no special skills required prior to signing that commitment.
Did you hear that? They'll take anyone, because who the f wants to go on a boat for 4 to 6 years? Not me. Not I.
Or rate.
There is no special skills required prior to signing that commitment. We were able to take any civilian off the street and transform them into a smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained sailor.
Sure.
Boot camp begins with the night of arrival.
Yep.
Let's go! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Buses driving from O'Hare Airport bring about 100 new recruits to the recruit and processing facility.
Yeah.
We want to put them in a stressful environment to show them that even though it might be stressful for them, they can get through it.
You're moving too slow!
And then it kind of like sets the tone for the rest of training.
Yup.
What the f are you looking at, guy? Where did I tell you to look? Where? Where did I tell you to look? Welcome to Recruit Training Command. I'm Chief Walters. I'll be one of your facilitators this evening.
Nice.
When I tell you to, you will remove your cell phone. You're going to call home. Call your parents. Call your recruiter. I don't care who. But you're going to let them know that you arrived here safely. You have 1 minute. Go.
What up, man?
Oh.
I just made it in.
I don't have long to speak, but I just want to tell you that I made it safely, but I'm okay.
You got 45 seconds. Hurry up.
I'll get through it. I gotta go, Mom.
Oh, y'all don't have a script. Oh, you get to actually have a very quick conversation with your loved one. You don't have to read the heart-wrenching script. Oh, interesting, Navy. Interesting.
I called my mom. It was definitely emotional though, because you kind of know that's the last time you're gonna be able to contact your family for a little bit.
Love you very much.
Yep.
You guys have a good one. Bye.
You understand the words coming out of my mouth? Yeah. What are you saying yep to? It's yes, Chief.
Nope, 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 nope. Don't do it. Don't cry. Don't show weakness. Don't do it. That motherfucker can smell it. He can smell the salt in your tears. He will whip around like a Beyblade. Don't show it.
What is your problem, guy? What is your...
What'd I say? He smelt the salt.
What are you saying yep to? It's yes, Chief. What is your problem, guy? What is your problem? Why are you moving so slow? You're on my time now, not your time. Hurry up.
It was brutal, I won't lie. It was a culture shock. You are learning pretty much how to be a new human.
You do not know what the f you're supposed to be doing at any given time. You will stand at attention until told to do otherwise. At no point in time will you look a staff member in the eyes. That's rude and disrespectful. And
Ooh. Okay. Okay, Navy. Damn. Don't look me in the eye, motherfucker. Ooh. Ooh, a little bit of a power trip. All right. Okay.
At no point in time will you look a staff member in the eyes. That's rude and disrespectful, and that's the quickest way to piss us off. Is that understood?
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
How about some motivation? Is that understood? Yes, Chief.
Recruits received their ditty back.
What? They're f***ing what? The jokes write themselves. The ditty bag? No. No. Oh, that's poor timing for me reacting to this.
recruits receive their ditty bags,
Hey, hurry up. Let's go. Get your socks off my table. Let's go.
which hold their different uniforms, hygiene products, and basic items they'll need for boot camp.
You have a fucking lock and key as a... Okay,
Products
explain that.
and basic items they'll need for boot camp.
Hurry up. Go, 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 go.
Recruits must provide urine samples to make sure they have no drugs in their systems. Those who can't immediately provide a sample are ordered to hydrate until they can. Although male and female recruits sleep in different compartments, some train in gender-integrated divisions. After being assigned to divisions, recruits wait to meet their recruit division commanders, or RDCs.
Get the up! Let's go!
Turn around. Back the up.
Signified by their red shoulder cords, these
Oh.
RDCs will be with the division until they graduate from boot camp.
Did we say you could talk?
They want to be here
Okay.
to be sailors. So that's our job, to train them, to help them get there.
Why are we so slow? Hey, you, isn't he taller than you? Yes, chief, no chief, I chief.
We're not their friends.
Is he taller than you? Oh, you're right. Hell, guys, I look, I know it's a stressful situation. I was there. I understand the craziness and everything's going on, new environment, all that shit. But you got eyes. If a dude's taller than you, just put him in front. Just put the guy in front.
Chief, I chief.
We're not their friends. We're here to make them sailors.
Why are you looking at recruit? Do I owe you anything?
You want them to be uncomfortable, right? You want to get them out of their comfort zone. Boot camp is hard, but when you go out to the fleet, if you make a mistake, you're going to kill somebody.
True.
Right now, it's lives are at stake. So we
Yep.
want them to understand that the bigger picture.
Yeah, usually that right there is exactly right. You want them to know what, like, this is going to be kind of the standard for the next 4 to 6 years for them, right? If they make a crazy mistake, someone, it can happen. That's why you call them dumbasses and make them wish they were home. In the Navy.
The bigger picture.
Buzz, buzz,
Male
buzz, buzz, buzz,
recruits have
buzz.
to shave their heads. Female recruits can pull their hair back in a bun or wear it down as long as it does not extend below the back of the collar. The new recruits pay their first visit to the galley, where they eat in silence and stare straight ahead until they're dismissed.
Ooh, okay. That's actually pretty similar. Yeah, we same deal. You get in there, you get your food, you sit down at the table, you eat as fast as you can because you're on the clock, and that's it. And then you no one talks to each other. You eat and then you go. But having them stare is crazy.
Hey, get up and get out.
They'll need their strength for their first test of boot camp.
Ooh, you f***ed up. You f***ed up. Look at this. Look at this.
They'll need their strength
Look at this.
for their first.
My man, he's got his tissues wrapped up. Everything's good. He may have left some mandarins on there, but otherwise, that it's okay.
First test.
My man did not drink, and he drank half. Listen, man, I'm gonna keep it real. You're gonna need to hydrate a lot more than that. You're gonna have to swallow as much as you can, Mr. Seaman. All right. And then this dude left a whole fucking banana. Why would you put the banana on your tray if you're not even gonna touch it? That's probably the most appealing fruit to someone in the Navy. I'm sorry. Come on, guys, get it together.
Camp.
Come on, push it up.
An initial
Week
physical
1.
assessment known as the pacer test.
No shot. They actually have this.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets harder as time elapses. Ready? Begin. 1.
Sorry. I don't know what came over me. That was weird. I was in a trance.
Run up.
Timed intervals of push-ups, planks.
Was my man snorting the entire thing? Hold on. Go back. Yeah, see, it's the most replayed thing.
Pacer test.
Everyone up.
Timed intervals of push-ups,
My man was trying to swallow his mask for Viber.
planks, and running.
Not every recruit shows up where they need to be. That's okay.
Damn. Push-ups and planks, and then just the pacer test? I don't think that'd be that bad, actually. What about like running a 2 mile or like sit-ups for core strength? Is it just arms and chest? Like ooh. Sorry, I've been going to the gym. Speaking of trying to get healthy, me.
Here for.
Put your hands by your side. Look at everybody else next to you. Fix yourself.
If we identify...
I'm sorry, that was the way he sounded so fucking disappointed in you.
Everybody else next to you. Fix yourself.
Look at everybody next to you. Look what you're not doing. Fix yourself.
If we identify individuals that are struggling, then we can curtail the training to make sure everyone's on a level playing field to be successful.
Recruits have 2 chances to pass the test. If they fail, they're recycled into another division where they'll keep trying until...
Oh, I like that. Ooh, I didn't know that. Okay, so... Huh. If you're joining the Navy, you actually have to be... You already have to be ready, essentially. Well, I mean, that's what I did when I joined. I looked at, you know, the main tests were going to be push-up, sit-up, 2 mile run. So that's what I worked on before I joined. So that way I can get in shape and practice with that. But okay. The fact that they just like, oh, you didn't pass after 2 tries? Shit. Go back to the beginning, stupid.
They can move forward.
Damn. Swim time!
In week 1, recruits are tested on their ability to swim.
Swim time!
God forbid you're in that abandoned ship scenario where you do have to leave the safety of...
Did he just fall on his ass? So he falls in.
God forbid...
Why the f did you hit the water and then immediately go, oh, I understand the assignment. Flip on my back.
You're in that abandoned ship scenario where you do have to leave the safety of your ship. The Navy has deemed that we need to be able to implement a swim qualification to ensure your safety and the safety of your shipmates. Everyone in the Navy has to have a 3rd-class swim qualification. The 3rd-class
motherfucker, why were you so...
consists of stepping from an elevated platform.
Okay. You did it. Nice.
Surfacing unassisted, swimming 50 yards, then doing a 5-minute prone on your front, known as a prone float, or on your back, known as a supine float.
Okay.
I knew it's the Navy, you're gonna need to know how to swim a little bit. I had swam before, but I had never jumped off a diving board.
Oh, that's all right.
Like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, all right. I get it. Okay, check it out. Ready?
I had swam before, but I had never jumped off a diving board. Hitting the wall.
My man hit it and then, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand the logistics now. If when you hit the water, if you kick your legs out, you'll go and you'll, the physics. Okay, all right, okay. I was like, some ain't right.
Water, you're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. It's a shock.
But not all recruits are ready to take the leap.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Stupid. Get in the water.
I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, that's okay. Let me assist
are
you.
ready to take the leap.
Nice.
Some have to be pulled from the water during the test and sent to remedial swimming, where they learn the basics of being comfortable in the water.
I'm not going to say it. There's a joke. I'm not going to say it.
Sent to remedial swimming, where they learn the basics of being comfortable in the water.
All right.
We're just asking you to try to actually calm yourself down and realize that the water's not going to drag you under. You know, you have to cooperate with it. We have a 99.97% pass rate. We have a higher pass rate for recruits that can't swim than the Navy has of making civilians into sailors.
Well, I mean, I would think so. I would imagine that going through the, whole entire basic training, sometimes people don't pass. But I guarantee you can get someone who's older than 18 to learn how to fucking swim. Just my thought process there. You know what I mean? Like, is it...
One's a little bit trickier than the other.
Heave!
Week 3, recruits report to the Marlin Spike Trainer, where they get their first taste of what it's like to be aboard a Navy ship.
Yeah. Positive control.
Y'all literally just did this. What is the problem?
Figure eight. One figure eight at a time.
In hell, Glasses has got a voice on him. Holy shit. Motherfucker's gonna be a Master Chief later on. Hold on, you hear this shit?
Y'all literally just did this. What is the problem?
Wait.
Figure eight. One figure eight at a time.
My man said it with his chest. My man is ready. Holy shit, dude.
Get to us, there's that nervousness. They don't know anything about a ship. It's scary. It's a big old vessel in the water, right?
Remove the bird's nest.
We teach them about how to communicate on a ship, how to tie
Nice.
a knot, transitioning them to be a sailor.
This walkthrough, that was the easy part.
Yep.
Now the pressure's on. You up, you up.
Each recruit
That's
is
right.
assigned a role that corresponds to a real member of a ship's crew,
Make all preparations for getting underway.
with the objectives of getting a ship underway and bringing it safely into port.
Make all
Nice.
preparations for entering port.
Nice.
So at the bridge at the very top, you have the boatswain's mate, and then we have our bridge phone talker.
All right.
Singled up, bridge eye.
They're going to be having comms with the other 3 phone talking stations down on the actual ship.
Attention on deck, attention on
Okay.
And the petty officers in charge relay that message to the line captains.
Fake down line going inboard. Fake
Okay.
down line going inboard.
Line captains have that script saying, single up all lines, take in all lines.
Double up all lines high.
Who the is talking?
It's loud, it's chaotic, it's hectic.
Yup.
Because when they're on the actual ship, when they have actual waves moving that ship, they
Yup.
need to be calm, cool, and collected and resort back to their training.
When I say prepare heaving line for heaving, that's when he comes over here.
You're gonna
Yup.
hold this. So
Sure.
we can tie the knot.
It's all about communication as well as following all the safety precautions. Anything that can get you injured, you need to make sure you're aware of what that is, make sure your teammates aren't doing it either.
Okay.
Watch feet.
Just standing there, they can be injured. Somebody can go overboard. Somebody can trip up on a line. Take it from myself because I've eaten complete crap before, like falling on the deck of a ship.
Yup.
And it's not fun.
1, 2, 3.
Why not?
Remove figure eights and round turn. Take figure eights off and then round turn. Move to safety zone.
But seamanship starts in the classroom.
You have to learn to be a seaman. There's a script.
Starts in the classroom.
What's advance mean? Stop. Okay, next. What's next?
Single up all lines. Forecastle eye.
All stations, single up all lines.
All stations, bridge.
All stations, bridge, single up all lines.
Single up all. Single up all lines.
It's like speaking a different language.
Hey,
You gotta get
oh,
the hang of it.
oh,
It
oh,
helps that everyone else is doing it.
Pick your words.
Doing it with you. So the more you hear it, it's all around you. Eventually, you won't even think about it.
Just tell him the message.
Bridge.
It's I get it, man. I get it. It's like if I walk up and I go, "Hey, 7 fundamentals of reconnaissance," and I just go, "Oh, God murd." They're like, "What? What the f are you talking about?" There's so many different, like, just for each job and in each branch of the military, there's so many different acronyms, bro. There's so many. And yet, for some reason, there's always going to be, like, 1 or 2 that, like, are just ingrained in your head because you went over it so much, and it's the weirdest sounding motherfucking thing. Mine, again, Godmerd. 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 It stands for the 7 fundamentals of reconnaissance. And it's just stuck in my head forever. Any hoozle.
It's all around you. Eventually, you won't even think about it.
Just tell him the message.
Bridge. Single up all lines.
It's Barney style. We break it down Barney style.
Barney, like the dinosaur?
Yes, pretty much.
Who else do you know that breaks shit down slow for people that's named Barney? Who was
Break it down Barney style.
Barney, like the dinosaur?
Yeah.
Yes. Like the dinosaur. Dumbass.
Yes, pretty much.
Single up all lines high.
Perfect, just like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Uh-oh.
This is called the confidence chamber. I don't call it the gas chamber. I don't call it the torture chamber. It's none of that stuff. It is the confidence chamber.
Pussy. I call it the confidence chamber. Shut up.
I don't call it the gas chamber. I don't call it the torture chamber. It's none of that stuff. It is the confidence chamber. The reason we
Sure.
go through this is so we can prove to you that the mask works. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yes, Chief.
In week 4, recruits are exposed to CS gas or tear gas in the confidence chamber.
Who's nervous right now? Somebody tell me why you're nervous.
I'm really nervous that when we're boats battling other boats, that they're, instead of firing big gigantic guns at us, they're just gonna take like a t-shirt cannon and throw and put a tear gas grenade in it and somehow shoot it all the way across vast quantities of open sea onto our boat, and then I would have to use my gas mask that is all the way back in my bunk. People in the Navy, let me know down in the comments, do you actually ever use the gas mask? Have you once ever used a gas mask that wasn't like in a real life scenario? And if you have, please tell me when and what the story was, because unless you were out on the ocean and for some reason, like Somali pirates saw this big ass boat and was like, we can take that, but what are we gonna do? We only have like little AKs and shit. Nah, what'll really that boat up? Tear gas. That's what'll f it up. Why? Why? Who hurt you?
I'm nervous about how my body's gonna react.
Body's gonna react? It's gonna react accordingly.
It's gonna react accordingly. It's gonna fucking suck. You're gonna get itchy eyes. You're gonna water. Your throat's gonna close up a little bit. You might have a lot of snot come out. Hey, but let me tell you, if you had a cold, not anymore.
After learning how to properly don and clear the masks, the recruits head inside the chamber and wait for their turn to step to the line at the front of the room.
Cool.
An instructor pours the powder inside the CS capsules onto a hot plate, filling the room with gas.
Mask up, come on, let's go! Get that mask up! Get that stuff up!
When they take off the mask, it only takes a few seconds before they feel the effects of the gas.
Yup.
Some recruits don't seem affected by it, but most struggle. They cup their hands under their chins to prevent bodily fluids from leaking onto the floor.
Oh shit. Oh, so they didn't want, they're like, man, we just mopped this motherfucker. I'm not letting you spit on these floors. What? No. No. Hello? Lights turned off. Do I have internet? I do. Okay, I don't know what kind of crazy specter or spirit that was, but it's fixed now. Okay.
Take that mask off. It hurts, burns a lot. It's a good sinus clearer. If you're sick, you'll be able to breathe once you leave there.
Yup.
Recruits say they're
Hoo-ya? Hoo-ya?
Hoo-ya?
Sounds really close, doesn't it?
Names and division numbers followed by a hoo-ya.
Let's go, go!
After about 15 seconds of exposure,
15 seconds. 15 seconds? That's some rookie ass numbers.
They're allowed to exit the chamber.
Keep moving.
It definitely wasn't fun. Definitely wouldn't, sign up to do it again, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Oh yeah, easy day.
Yo, man, where y'all at?
Shave your fucking unibrow. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. I don't know why that just set me off, bro. Like, my man can shave his head and go through a gas chamber. And the only thing I see is this caterpillar on his eyebrows, man. God damn it.
Where my man yeoman at? Man yeoman?
Later in week 4, recruits are trained to fight fires.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the happened to the gas chamber? Hold on a second. What? Who left it on?
Later in week 4, recruits are trained to fight fires.
Cool. Yeah, no, I get that.
A simple fire will break out on board the ship.
Yup. Okay.
Any sailor needs to be ready to combat that fire to save the ship, aircraft, submarine, you name it.
Okay. All right.
Controlled fires fueled by propane tanks simulate different types of fires that could occur on a ship.
Okay.
A lot of them don't understand that pressure that comes through the hose. As soon as you open up that nozzle, all that pressure starts to push you backwards. They kind of hold it nonchalantly a little bit.
It was one of the most hands-on experiences we got to do. Part of the teamwork that helps you realize that there's going to be points where your life is going to be in the hands of another person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was one of the most hands-on experiences we got to do out of all of their basic training. Hold a hose. Damn. All right. Cool. Hell yeah.
It's important.
I know it's important, but like
if
still,
you're not doing things correctly,
it's
you're
pretty
putting
funny
someone
to
else in
see.
danger.
Recruits trained to safely fire the M9 Beretta pistol.
Okay.
As well as to assemble and disassemble it.
A lot of people that come through here have minimal to zero experience.
Yep.
If something's incorrect, we fix it right away. If we see that some of them are kind of just a
What the fuck were they doing? What was that? Hold on.
If something's incorrect, we fix it
Okay.
right away. If we see that some of them are kind of just a little bit too nervous, we'll talk to them, make sure that they're mentally okay, and make sure that they feel safe and they feel like they're in a good environment.
Okay. All jokes aside, that's actually pretty important. If there's ever a time in basic training or anything like that where like you don't want someone to be like right here screaming the out of you, it's when you're a new recruit, you're brand new to this environment, and you're holding a loaded gun. Looks like they don't do that, which is, you know, kudos, but like, yeah, it's, if you've never shot a gun before, having someone like just yell shit at you, like, yeah, I don't trust that. Like my friend Brandon, he literally has never shot a gun ever. And we were out at a range with me, him, and Internet City. We had a lot of guns out there. We were at a controlled range. I made sure that I was range safety, made sure that all weapons were pointed down range, safety was always on, nobody was, you know, if we were filming, we were always on, like, behind them when they shot, that kind of stuff. And I reassured him and was right there with him. I was like, this is the safety, this is how you fire it, this is what it's gonna feel like. And I gave him that reassurance of I would not put something in your hands that I do not feel comfortable with you having, that I believe that you couldn't handle. So I was reassuring him, making sure he was good, made sure that his, you know, I was watching his trigger squeeze, making sure that everything was fine. And then once he was done shooting, I made sure that he took the magazine out, cocked it back, make sure everything was good, no bullets in the chamber, make sure he handed me the weapon, and then we set it down and made sure it was still pointing down range, everything's fine. I'm glad at least at this point, they're actually like, you know, it's not one of those like super crazy environments.
Why should Navy sailors need to be qualified to shoot weapons?
I would say most typically on watch. That's when we have to stand watch and provide some sort of security. If someone steps on board a vessel, anything seems kind of weird, kind of sketchy, then we would have to employ that weapon if things start to escalate.
Okay, no, I get that. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. I was wondering that too, actually, as a matter of fact. If the ship docks, and obviously, like, people have to, you know, be on guard for watch and stuff like that, some random motherfucker just, like, rolls up out of nowhere and, like, tries to get on a Navy boat. Yeah, yeah, probably not a good idea. Okay. Huh? Who? A Navy soldier did this? Where? How did he capture a machine gun nest?
Boot camp culminates with an event known as battle stations.
Okay.
It happens inside this building, which may not look like much from the outside.
Yeah.
But inside, the recruits encounter this. The USS Trayer is a 2/3 scale replica of a Navy destroyer ship designed and built by companies that created attractions for Walt Disney World.
Damn.
Battle stations is an accumulation of every training evolution you've done throughout basic.
Nice. Okay.
Mixed with a little bit of sleep deprivation. So I think it's the closest thing any of us are going to get to what being on a ship's like.
Okay.
Although the Navy agreed to let our crew film parts of the battle stations event, we weren't allowed to show major details of the scenarios or solutions to the problems recruits have to solve.
Okay.
So it goes over 17 different scenarios from firefighting to seamanship, first aid. So all of those combined into one special night.
A special and long night. recruits are not allowed to sleep during the event.
Doors go. I do not. Who are you telling? I do not. Are you telling me? Are you telling petty officer? Or are you telling your CLS? Tell the CLS. Doors go CLS.
When they say when you get to fleet, you gotta be able to handle sleep deprivation, you really do. You have to be able to handle doing the right thing, even when it's very stressful.
24 hours, huh? Okay. All right. We have that too, but it's like, it's called a CQ shift. It's, you just sit at a desk for 24 hours, stay awake. You can't use your cell phone, can't do shit. You just sit at a fucking desk all day, all night. And usually it's a private or a specialist and a sergeant. And let me tell you, it sucks. You sit there and do nothing except for log whoever comes in the building. So it's like if someone's delivering pizza to the barracks, you'll go like, cool, who are you here for? What room? Then you go, Domino's Pizza delivery to room 274 1600. Beep. It sucks, trust me. People would trade CQ shifts though for certain shit. So that was our currency.
Even when you're cold, wet, tired, sleepy, and even when your peers may not be in the right mindset either.
Yup.
The first scenario we saw involved a burst water pipe in
Damn.
a room full of ammunition shells that recruits had to move while trying to patch the pipe.
Yup.
They use their firefighting skills to put out a fire that breaks out on board.
Cool, cool,
We
awesome.
have all the sound effects, the lighting, the smoke.
Why the f is he helping you move the hose? Huh? What was that?
To put out a fire that breaks out on board.
We have all the sound effects, the lighting, the smoke, just because we want to make sure it's as realistic as possible. Once you go out to the ship, if there was ever, an emergency situation that happened, we want to kind of reflect that here.
Someone in the Navy in the comments, please let me know why was he holding on to the hose and shaking it back and forth? Was it to assist? And if so, why? Why would he do that if this is a test? I'm very confused by that. That threw me off a little bit, actually. What the f? What happened in here? Hey, yo, what's the shoe size on that, actually? I don't want to waste any more money than I have to.
We were allowed to film inside one of the training areas built to resemble the damage suffered by the USS Cole in the deadly attack in October of 2000, with details down to the clock on the wall, which is stopped on the minute the real attack occurred.
Damn.
But when the scenario starts, recruits don't notice such details.
People are dying! People are dying!
They have to locate and evacuate a casualty through thick smoke, over obstacles, and in total darkness.
Some people like working under stress because they say pressure either produces diamonds or it bursts pipes.
Yup, that is true. I like that.
It was really fun. I would definitely do it again, maybe after a full night's rest. But I would 100% do battle stations again. It's a night I will never forget.
I like that. I like that. This guy's got a good attitude. He's got the right mindset. That right there was the last bit of energy that he had before he hit the ground. Serious.
After battle stations is complete, recruits line up in front of the USS Trayer to receive their Navy ball cap, symbolizing their transition from recruits to Navy sailors.
Nice. Nice. We had a ruck march that was several kilometers long after being out in the woods for days with no sleep. And then we finally see the base at nighttime, and we went down the final hill and into the woods. That was the congratulations. You're now going into the AIT portion. Yeah. I was kind of sad too because like even after all that, like they had speakers and all that shit, and like see everybody else got to graduate with like heavy metal music, and like one I distinctly remember one other group actually got to graduate to like Dracula, and I was like, man, that's crazy. And then my drill sergeant was an asshole. He was funny. He was a cool guy. He was an asshole at that moment because I'm like, oh cool, what's our like graduating you know, song gonna be? And this man played Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, and I'm like, you suck.
After battle stations is complete, recruits line up in front of the USS Trayer to receive their Navy ball cap, symbolizing their transition from recruits to Navy sailors.
There you go.
They realize everything that they have done thus far, all the blood, sweat, and tears they shed. They finally earned their Navy ball cap, and it's a proud moment for all of them.
Yup.
That morning was extremely emotional. I was definitely more proud of that than anything I've ever done before. Nothing compares to that moment.
Yup.
Friends and family gather to witness their new sailors graduate before joining the fleet.
You see
Okay.
the change. You have some recruits that you never thought they were going to make it past training.
Yup.
But once they graduate and you see that, wow, they grasp the point of this, you know they're going to be out there, out in the fleet. It's really rewarding.
Yup. 100%.
Seeing recruits come off the bus with long hair, not knowing their left to the right, not knowing how to wear a uniform, and seeing that transition that they make from a civilian to a recruit to a sailor is truly eye-watering and truly a blessing.
All right.
That day I left. That day I left. My daddy said. I shook my daddy's hand. He said that
Cool.
He said that I'd become a man. I'd become a man.
Hell yeah. Cool, cool. All right. Well, you know what? I'll f with it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, Navy. In 10 weeks, though, like, no other job, no other shit. I mean, in my opinion, I guess definitely it's more along those lines of, like, you know, everyone has that common knowledge when you're on the ship, but I mean, there's different jobs, so do they not have like an AIT after this? Or is it just like, you all go through this basic training type deal and then you just like learn on the job, like depending on what job you get? I don't know how that works. Again, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like me doing this stuff, there's a couple more that I haven't reacted to. Like, I really wanted to do some stuff like one day I wanted to go from Cav Scout, I wanted to go into sniper school. My path didn't make that, but I always thought about it. My friend Batty went to sniper school, and I'm like, I'm jealous as fuck. So, and then like, you know, Ranger school, and like, there's all kinds of cool shit. So I think we're gonna do that, and I'm definitely gonna be doing more real life stuff as well. I've got a couple of sneaky videos, maybe trying MREs from around the world. I don't know, maybe some challenges. Who knows? Maybe I'll take Eddie or someone to a gas chamber. That'd be fun. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day. Catch you next time. Bye.